Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charity. If it's your first time here, you're watching Booked on Charity. So today is the 29th of June and we are here to pick out my July TBR. So if you watch my previous TBR video, which would be for June, you would have seen that I've adopted a new way of picking out my TBR. So I'm going to be doing this every single month until I decide to do something else. But yeah, so I've got my phone handy. So okay, let me explain if you have not watched my previous video and you don't know what I'm doing. So I have cataloged a list of all the books that I have physically that are currently on my TBR, and I use a number generator to select a book that I'm going to read for the month, or the books that I'm going to read for the month. But in doing so, I am also carrying over some books into the new month, so those will automatically be in my TBR, and then I'm gonna pick out the rest of the books. So every month I'm picking, let's say, between 10 and 12 books to give myself enough variety, because I am a heavy mood reader and I need to have as many options as possible. And I know for a lot of people that can be chaotic, and for me it has become chaotic, especially if I pick way too many books. Like I used to do like an 18 book TBR, which was absolute chaos and nonsense, and led me to starting 8 books at a time. So yeah, but let me quickly just start with the books that I am busy with, that I know I'm not going to finish by tomorrow. First one is Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. So I'm currently on page 190 of this book, and I want to continue and finish this book hopefully by the end of this week. So it is going into my TBR. The next book that I want to finish is The Shadow King by Maza Mengiste. This book has been hanging around for months now, and I'm fed up and I want to just finish it and get it done. So what I've done is, on my journal, I've actually scheduled to read at least a chapter to 2 chapters every single week. So I've penciled it in for like every Saturday, or basically between Saturday and Sunday. I want to get a chapter or 2 chapters in, so that by the time July ends, then I'm done with this book. So it's going into my TBR. The other book I'm putting into my TBR is Gods of Jade and Shadow, also a book that I started months ago that I need to finish. I stopped at like page on chapter 12, and a lot of people have been saying great things about this book, so I want to go back into it and finish it. So yeah, it's going into my TBR. And then the final book that's going into my TBR is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. I am actively reading this book, and out of these 4 books that I showed you, this is the one that I'm enjoying the most. However, I haven't been getting a lot of time to read it, and hence it's coming into the new month with me. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can finish this book in this week still. And I am like a little bit upset because the writing is like going away. You guys, I still need tips on what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I don't like it when they do this. But yeah, I think I've kind of decided that for books that I'm enjoying, like I'm reading this and I'm really loving it, and I think I'm gonna try and see if I can get a hardcover book for myself to keep in my collection, and then I can borrow this to my family members, cousin, friends, whoever, or decide whatever I want to do with it. But I'm really enjoying this book. I really love it. It's a book that I will probably want to reread in the future, and therefore I'm going to get myself a copy that's gonna last through the test of time. So yeah, so I've got those 4 books, so I'm gonna pick out 8 books from this random number generator. And as always, I am going to just start my recording so that I can share my screen with you over there. So let me just get that going. Where's my screen record? So I've added a couple of books since the last time. I think the last time I had like 66 books. Currently I have 73 books. So yeah, I should actually film it to be a book haul soon. But yeah, let's generate. First number is 10. Remember, I said that if I pick out a book that I know I'm definitely not going to read, I'm not even going to bother with myself. First one is Evie Drake Starts Over, which is right over here. So we've got Evie Drake Starts Over, and this is by Lindy Holmes. I bought this book at the exclusive book sale for 30 rand. Was it 30? I think it was 30 rands. I got this book for 30 rands. I've been wanting to read it for a while, and it will be a good contemporary to get into, because as you can see thus far, I do not have any contemporaries. So I am just gonna go and highlight it. There we go. And then the next book, number 44. What is number 44? Number 44, To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I'm already reading it, so actually let me highlight it because it wasn't highlighted. I am highlighting books that I'm currently reading. Number 7 is The Innocent by David Baldacci. I don't actually want to read that, so I'm gonna roll again. Number 72, which is one of the new books because it's right down at the end. 72 is When the Village Sleeps. Let me just grab it. It's sitting right here somewhere. And this, I have a whole pile of books because I was filming the stuff. But I've got When the Village Sleeps, and this is by Sindiwe Magona. This is a South African author. Looking forward to reading this one. Hopefully I can find some bookstagrammers to do a buddy read of this book with. So I am just going to, where is it? Where's the book? Oh, When the Village Sleeps. There we go. Generate. Number 74. Also a new book, The Yearbook by Holly Bourne. I've got The Yearbook by Holly Bourne. It's a YA contemporary book. I actually just received this book in my mail today, so I'm excited to have it on my TBR. So I'm going to highlight this one. Okay. Next one, generate 42. I haven't been counting. 42. Dr. T's Guide to Sexual Health and Pleasure. Let me grab. Here's the book. I've been needing to read this book. I actually tried starting reading the book yesterday, but I was so tired and I wasn't really giving it the attention that it needs, so I had to stop myself. So I'm really glad that it's actually officially on my TBR. So that is number 42. Oh, wrong color. Number 42. I've got 8 books currently. I'm gonna do 4 more rows. Number 9. Number 9 is Midnight Sign by Joe Nesbo. Not in the mood for it. Not gonna read it. Number 8. Black Leopard Red Wolf. Black Leopard Red Wolf by Marlon James. This book has been in my possession for months, you guys, for months, and I haven't gotten to reading it. This is a fantasy. This is the 3rd fantasy that I now have in my stack. I actually don't know if I'll have time for it because it is quite a big book as well, and I do have To Sleep in a Sea of Stars that I'm still getting through, but I'm gonna add it in case I have the time to actually read it. So I've got 3 more to go. Number 69. Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. I'm happy about this, but I've actually received Oh, it's actually not it's actually Six of Crows. It's not Crooked Kingdom. I need to change this. Let me just hold up. Six of Crows. It's actually Six of Crows. I received these recently as well from Pan Macmillan Kids. So I've got Six of Crows and I've got Shadow and Bone. But so since Shadow and Bone is actually the first book in the Grishaverse, I am going to instead read Shadow and Bone, which I'm really happy about because I was looking forward to reading it and I was probably going to look for a reason to read it. So I've got Shadow and Bone 15. It's already it's gonna be a good month, you guys. 15. Okay. 15 is Gather the Daughters. I don't think I'm in the mood for Gather the Daughters, so I'm not gonna pick it. 23, America for Beginners. I will pull that out. America for Beginners by Leah Frankie. And I've been actually wanting to read this book for quite a bit, so I'm glad that I picked it up. Oh, I'm glad that I picked it. I hope that it's funny. I hope that it's a quick read. So yeah, I'm happy to have another contemporary in my selection. So where is it? America for Beginners. And then the last one is number 72, which is what? Have I not picked this one yet? I have picked 72. Generate 13. 13 is The Theory of Flight. I'm actually gonna take that out. Theory of Flight by Siphiwe Gloria Ndlovu. I've had this book on my collection for a very long time and I haven't gotten to reading it, and people said it was really good, so I'm looking forward to reading it. So I've got all my books and I just want to actually check, because in my last video I did mention that I am also trying to read books from the publishers that send me books, at least one book from each of the publishers. So I've got Pan Macmillan Kids with The Shadow and Bone. I've got Dr. T with Pan Macmillan. I've got Penguin with Hollyborn. So I was worried that I didn't have any books from Jonathan Ball, but then I remembered that I actually just finished An Ordinary Wonder that Jonathan Ball had sent me. So I'm all good on that front. And I've got some kiddies books from Jacana Media that I am hoping to review by the end of the week, so at least I'm sorted there. So that means that I'm actually quite happy with my selection. A few days later. Hi. Welcome to my July TBR part 2, because I've literally received 10 additional books since I've recorded my TBR video a couple of days ago. So with that being said, I've made changes to my TBR and I just wanted to show you guys what books I'm actually planning on reading in this month. And since it's my birthday month, I can do whatever I want. This is gonna be the month where I'm going to literally change my whole TBR 3 days after I've chosen it. It is what it is, but yeah, like I said, it's my birthday month this month and I get to do whatever I want. So I'm just gonna share with you guys. I've kind of, I think, finalized my picks for the month. So the first book I'm gonna show you is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, because I am currently reading this book and I'm not done yet, and I don't want to put it down because I'm really enjoying it. And then I have The Yearbook by Holly Bourne. This is a YA contemporary that I'm looking forward to reading. So my current TBR as it stands has so many fantasy books that I had to actually chug out some of them and try and add like an additional YA contemporary or contemporary read just to lighten up the mood, because yeah, it was gonna get hectic. I still have Dr. T's Guide to Sexual Health and Pleasure, so I'm keeping that. And I still have America for Beginners, which is a contemporary, but I think this is an adult contemporary book. I'm not even sure what it's about. I really liked the cover, and that's why I picked it up. So I got this from the bargain books sale. I think it was the 30 Rand book sale. But yeah, hoping to pick this one up. I have When the Village Sleeps, and this is by Sindiwe Magona. This stayed on my TBR. In addition to my TBR, or a change to my TBR, is Instructions for Dancing. I think I got a little bit of FOMO with literally everybody reading this book currently, and I wanted to get into that action. So I have added Instructions for Dancing in my current TBR. The next book I added is The Three Body Problem, and this is by Shijin Liu, and it has been translated by Ken Liu. I don't think I've actually read any translated books ever, so I'm really glad to have, number one, a book that is sci-fi written by an Asian author, as well as a translated work. And the writing style seems easy enough to follow. It reads really simple, well, not simple, but it reads well. I read like the first paragraph earlier today, and I think I might enjoy it. I've seen a lot of great reviews on this book on Goodreads, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really getting into sci-fi ever since I've been reading To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, and so yeah, I'm interested to grow in this genre. And another edition that I have that I'm excited about is Son of the Storm by Suyu Davis Okumboa. So I think I've mentioned to you guys probably in another video that I have an ebook of this book, but I've been really struggling reading it on my phone, and I actually knew that I was going to get this copy, but from Decentral Lit, which I'm actually still waiting for a copy. But Jonathan Ball were kind enough to send me this copy for review purposes, so I'm excited to start this book. I don't even want to wait. Like at this point, I want to open up one of the books that I've received, but I'm really like holding myself. I really want to get further into To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, and yeah, see how that goes. So I'm really looking forward to this one. The cover is absolutely stunning. It is absolutely stunning. Who designed this cover? So the cover is designed by Lauren Panepinto, and the cover is illustrated by Dan Dos Santos. So yeah, looking forward to it. Fonda Lee blurbed it. He's the only person that I recognize in the book. I don't know a lot of authors, y'all. And then I still have Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, which, you see, now I've got so many options for fantasy. I think I have six fantasy books that I'm reading this month, and I'm excited. It's okay. And on top of all of this, I'm also doing the audiobook for The Burning God, because me and my husband just finished The Dragon Republic 2 hours ago, and I need to know how everything's gonna go. I just need to know. But yeah, I'm loving fantasy. I think it's safe to say that fantasy is my favorite genre at this point, because I can't get enough. I honestly can't get enough. Give me all that majestic fantasy, out of this world. Give me all of that. I'm here for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading Shadow and Bone. Another addition to this month that was not here, because I went and fetched this book literally from the post office today, and it needed to be in my TBR. I mean, there's no other way. And that is The Gilded Ones. I've been waiting for this book for so long. I actually won this book in a competition, and I think that was like 2-3 months ago I won this book, and it's been on its way from the UK very, very slowly. It's been on its way from the UK for a very long time, and it finally arrived today. So I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to add this book into my July reads. And look at the sprayed edges. This one has green sprayed edges, which is really nice. I think the ones that I've been seeing at Bargain Books have gold sprayed edges, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to reading this book, you guys. Please let me know in the comments down below which of these books you would start with first, because right now I'm really confused. I'm so confused. I want to jump into one of these books, but the other me is saying, Charity, get into To Sleep in a Sea of Stars and read that, because that's what you're busy with. But I'm like, I'm itching. Another book that stayed in my TBR is The Theory of Flight by Simpiwe Ndlovu. I kept this one because it has been on the TBR for so long. I bought this book probably a year ago at this point, and I haven't gotten to it. And I've heard great things about it, and I really want to get into it. So, The Theory of Flight. And then the final book that is making a return because, damn it, I need to read it this month. It is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. So yeah, I need to read this. I really need to read this book, and it's also a chunker, and I need to give it time. I need time to read this book. I actually have 2 days off next week. I'm off Monday and Tuesday, and I want to spend those 2 days reading, just reading. And actually, maybe I should do a 48-hour reading vlog. I think I'm gonna do a 48-hour reading vlog, and I think I might dedicate that to reading Chain of Gold and maybe one of the YAs. Maybe one of the YAs I could read next week. So yeah, which means I need to really finish To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, and I also need to finish that and probably one other book next week. So I'm planning on finishing 2 books by Saturday, Sunday-ish, so that Monday, Tuesday when I'm off, I can maybe start Chain of Gold and see if I can get that done in 2 days. I don't know. I don't read that fast, but yeah. But yeah, this is the last book in my TBR, and yeah, my TBR is not changed, and it's okay. It's okay that it's changed because it makes me happy. I'm happy. It's my birthday. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, but anyway, that's my updated TBR for you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you read any of these books. Let me know if you are reading these books this month. And let me know if you'll be interested in actually having me record a 48-hour readathon. Is it a readathon? Whatever it is. 48-hour reading vlog, readathon, whatever we're calling it. Monday and Tuesday. And I'm going to actually try and see if I can do some reading sprints. I've never went live to do reading sprints, but I really, really enjoy watching reading sprints from other people. So I think I'm actually going to do that because I'm going to have the day to myself. So yeah, let's do that. Anyway, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for getting this far. Please leave me a comment down below about what you think about these books, if you read them, if you're looking forward to reading them, and which of these, I think I probably spoke about 10 books, would you recommend that I read first? Because honestly, I'm confused. I have no idea. But yeah, please remember to like this video because it really helps my videos and channels get noticed, as well as obviously subscribing to my channel. Share this video with your friends and family, and remember to head over to my Instagram and follow me over there. I've shared the link in the description down below, as well as a link down below to use Script for 60 days for free. And what else? I've got my Amazon wish list down below. I've got my Takealot wish list down below. If you feel the itch, if you feel the need to spoil me in my birthday month, you are more than welcome to do so. So yeah, the link will be down below, and I will see you guys in my next videos.